Are we good? Yay! Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. And welcome to the Dying Kingdom, a Greyhawk campaign that takes place in the Great Kingdom, which is a nasty part of the world. That's just so wonderful and dear to my heart right now. I am playing with some awesome people tonight. Rich, who are you? What are you playing?
Hi, I'm Rich, at Quixotic on Twitter. I'm playing Carver, a half-orc Grave Domain cleric.
And Laura.
And I'm playing Kiri. She is a half-elf fighter.
And Abby.
Oh my goodness. Hello, my name's Abby. I'm also Abigator Frenzy on Twitter. And today I'm going to be playing Amara, who is a human warlock with a really badass raven. I'm super excited.
Nathan.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Nathan, and I'll be playing Lyceum Ignotium Aline, young rogue human.
Nice. So before we get into today's game, a few things to say there. First one being, we have this divine favor thing that is very close to being filled. When that bar gets filled, and it gets filled by donating bits to the stream, you're helping the players, they get some help from their gods. One of them randomly gets a very good thing. So that is a very cool thing to mention. The other thing I want to talk about is Gen Con. It is like basically less than a week away. We won't be streaming next week because I'll be there. Rich will be there. And any other guys? You going there? You'll be with us in spirit.
I wish.
But you do too next year.
Dude, I'm saving up.
That would be awesome.
That's right.
So if you're going to Gen Con, you get to play with us if you want. The Greyhawk channel is hosting a bunch of games. I'm running one. Shane's, I think, if you don't know Shane, I mean, everybody knows. He's our fearless leader. He's running like 6 awesome games. I'm going to put the link right in chat. If you're going to Gen Con, please, follow the link, sign up for some games. They don't cost you anything, and we're cool people. And there's some like drinking meetups too, which will be a lot of fun there. Yay! And last week, we were level 1 characters. By the power of the Greyhawk gods, we now have level 2 characters. Woo! Yay! Did anybody get anything like exceptional or wonderful they want to talk about, tell us about?
I have 3 spells now.
Woo!
I was about to say I've got 3 spells as well. I've also got 2 Eldritch Invocations. So now, if I hit somebody with an Eldritch Blast, I can add my Charisma bonus to the damage.
Nice.
And I also have Eldritch Spear. So instead of the, 90 feet that the Eldritch Blast, the range, it's 300 feet. My Eldritch Blast has a range of 300 feet. Plus, I also learned some really cool things about my Raven. Like it has stats and it can fight and it dies. It doesn't really die. I just summon it back to me. Whatever. Little things like that.
Awesome. Speaking of your Raven, talking about your Raven talking, we were chatting a little bit and we were thinking maybe this Raven actually would talk. We don't care what the rules say. We would like to have the idea of a talking Raven. But to be fair to everybody else, the Raven wouldn't give advice or wouldn't say, hey, I saw 3 goblins to the east of the city. It would just have, casual conversation. So all the other players, you're okay with that? Having a talking Raven?
Okay.
Right.
Yay, Raven gets to talk.
A little shoulder gossip.
Right? Like
That's literally what it's going to be. I can imagine it now.
Amara, did you see the size of his hands? Oh my gosh.
Very small hands. Like really small, freakishly small hands.
Talking about Carver?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Just checking.
He's got those big orc feet. Oh, half orc.
Let me tell you, there's no problem down there.
Who wants to tell us what happened last week?
Oh God. We went to the border camp, and those sons of bitches killed another half orc that worships my god, and we messed them up. Like, seriously. Thank God everybody else was there, though, because that wolf was eating me something fierce.
Like orc. Do you think
And
you got?
then
I just wanted to don't forget about the other person that was at the camp, the one you didn't save.
yeah,
The half
Carver's
orc.
very upset about that. I'm gonna probably retcon in before we went to that other camp that overnight he prayed to his god, and that'll explain why he's level 2 now.
Oh,
He's
fair
like,
enough.
I wasn't strong enough. I need to be stronger. Grant me with the strength.
Oh, you're good. All right, and the last thing you remember, I think Kiri saw something.
Fire. I saw fire and chaos back at
Fire!
So excited about it.
no, it's terrible. At Hellback, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Holbeck.
but Hellbat could be more appropriate at this point.
That's yeah.
All right, and there we start our game. Welcome to the Dying Kingdom. Okay, so Carrie, you told everybody what you saw. Saw some smoke. You got that flashback. You know what war is like. You know what death is like, and you think you see some ahead.
Y'all ready? We should go back.
Y'all ready for this?
So
Mm,
Lyceum and Carver were talking to the spice merchant,
Mhm.
who thought that she recognized me. Mistaken identity, no big deal.
Silly woman.
Yeah, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. And so basically, when he sees Kiri basically say, let's go, he lets Carver go ahead. He wants to hold back for just a second and say something to the spice merchant, but he does not want Carver to hear.
Okay.
Carver's gone. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured. So basically, he just looks at her and says, I understand you think you know me, but I do have a question. These people that you speak of, these spice merchants, do you know where they are now? Are they still in that town?
I haven't seen or heard of them in quite a bit. They cut off our supply to us. There was a daughter, and I remember she was gone for a little bit, and then they left.
I'm always looking for new contacts.
I wonder if my memory could be jogged.
So I gave her 10 gold last time, I believe. I give her another 10.
Shit. Okay, so here's the deal. The daughter, who I guess ran the business, she went missing. And so parents weren't left with anybody. They were the running the spice business, and they went looking for her, and nobody's heard of them since.
Where do you know where they went? No one knows.
Maybe somebody in the town does, but I don't know where they went. I can
Okay.
listen for rumors, but
Nah, it's no big deal. I was just looking for contacts, but now that I know you're here, I can get my spice needs through you.
Weren't you their son?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Unfortunate lookalike. Unfortunate lookalike, my lady.
Oh, so you're only asking about them, curious where they are, and you look exact.
Well, I may look like him. That doesn't mean I am him. I mean, where was this boy? When did you last see this boy?
Oh, not too long ago. He gives a wink. But don't worry. 20 gold pieces is enough to keep me quiet for a while anyway.
So once again, Lyceum has a smile on his face, and he goes, if it's not, I know how to take care of that too. And turns around and walks off.
Her bright smile kind of goes to a scowl and pats her bag of gold and squinting at you as you walk away.
And then I take off after them.
All right, Carrie, what's going on?
I don't know yet, but definitely fire. And how the place that we're talking about.
The
Hold
town,
on.
the town with the scarecrow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
who knows? Maybe it's just a really big bonfire and they're just having a lot of fun. I think that we were at that place long enough. I don't want to impede on their politeness too much more, if you ask me.
There's a difference between a bonfire and battle. Battle.
We just did battle, though. I don't want to do battle again.
They were
You
pretty
hear-
rude, but I think we need to go back.
You hear a little voice in your ear, Amara. Yeah, but if it's in flames, it's already charred, and that's good eating.
So, are we going to help, I guess?
Yeah.
Let us go.
Oh
There's
shit!
nothing-
Where'd you come from?
Nothing here of value anyway.
What
Sorry
took
to
you so
scare
long?
You seem to scare easily for someone so tall.
What took you so long?
Just wrapping up some business. No big deal. Come on. And he starts walking in front of you. Don't
That
let me
feels-
be the first into town.
That feels like a lie.
You want to
Whatever.
roll?
No.
Ooh. So you are headed to Hullback.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your plan? Are you just like marching forward? Are you going quietly?
I would just move forward. I wouldn't try to be sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if there's fighting, if they can hear me.
Carver's not thinking about stealth either. He's just thinking about speed.
Okay.
Amara's just in the back, kind of like dragging her feet. Ah.
With determination, you head that way. You meet a few travelers on the way, but you all have looks on your faces like, I don't have time to talk, don't fuck with me, we're going. And so everybody just kind of brushes you off on the way. You're still looking pretty bloody and nasty from the last battle. I don't remember anybody saying that they showered or anything. So people are definitely giving you quite a wide berth with your blood-covered weapons and armor and the such. And you get very close to Hullback with no problem. And as you grow closer, you still see flames going, you smell smoke, and you hear the occasional like scream.
Do I see anybody like on the outskirts of the town?
You do not.
Shit.
Was there anybody that passed us that was leaving Holbeck?
You didn't ask, but there was nobody that was going in any frantic way.
Okay.
All right. I guess Carver would move towards the scream.
Okay. As you get closer to the city, are you all moving together? Is anybody hanging back?
I'm hanging back a little bit. I'm not probably about 10, 15 feet, but just
Okay.
back just a little bit.
Sure thing.
I
As you
just-
move,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Abby.
I was to say I'm not gonna like hang back. I'm just gonna follow them with the same like, whatever. I don't like this attitude.
As you draw closer, the smell of burning flesh enters your nostrils, and burning hair, just absolute foul smells. You hear an occasional scream. And Carrie, can you make me a will challenge roll? And I know it's not called that. Wisdom? Ooh, beautiful. As you get closer, you stop for a second and your brain has a flashback to the battle that you were in a while ago. And you remember the smells like this, and you remember people crying, and you just remember waking up to the devastation. It doesn't paralyze you like it has in the past, but you do have that fresh mind. And as you are moving closer to town, one scream gets particularly loud. And it's a scream, it sounds like a young child's scream. You also hear the sound of a barking dog.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, 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 no.
And as you enter the town, you see it looks like a human in red robes standing in front of the town. And he turns and he makes eye contact with you. And he starts running back into the town.
Carver's gonna chase.
Okay. I'm going to load in a screen. If you guys give me 1 second.
Yeah, I go
I'm-
after whatever the biggest threat is. It sounds like that's the big threat.
Okay.
I tell you all, I'm going to go after the girl.
You do that.
Give the mom a good slap in the face for me.
Okay. All right. I have loaded you into the screen. So you can see coming up that there is a gentleman in like a red robe. That is the man that you see that is running away from you. So you can load yourself wherever you are. You're coming in from the right-hand side.
Boom. New artwork for Carver.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Carver, before we get into this, which is going to be quite messy, can you tell everybody about your new artwork and where you got it from? Because it's amazing.
Yeah, I got super excited for this campaign. So I immediately commissioned some artwork from Kim Van. I'm going to probably screw up her last name. Dian at Sketch Ferret on Twitter. And she does amazing work. So if you want some artwork or you just want to look at some amazing artwork, go check her out.
If you could wait a few days, though, I'd like to get my commission in ahead of yours. You know, just saying.
Trying to load up. All right. I think we're going to have it in the menu. All right. We are loaded in. If you're going to chase Carver, go ahead. He's going to move his movement speed, so go ahead and use yours as we run more into town. And you see Carver running off after this man in red robes.
I'm not gonna let him fight alone. So with them.
Amara looks around before kind of heading after them. Is there anything besides the weird guy who like made eye contact and then started leaving that's weird? Are there any like other people who look like they're attacking or in the same red robes or
You don't see anybody from where you are, but what you do see is several bodies just heaped up on the ground. They look like they have been bludgeoned. They just have, a smashed in skull. They are bloody and they are just carelessly thrown to the ground.
Take a deep breath when I start running after them.
Okay. Let's go into some initiative because as you're running in, you are going to actually start hearing new noises. You are going to start hearing really guttural grunts and very heavy breathing and almost like a war cry. And Carver, you're going to recognize that. Give me 1 second. This is just a text about my daughter. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Dang, Lyceum.
Yeah, Jesus, man.
Get ready.
That's right. It's on.
Okay.
I'm going to use all the skills I learned at level 2 to hide, disengage, or dash as quickly as
Yes.
possible. Maybe even all 3.
Oh my gosh.
I am so
And-
sorry. My daughter's at a sleepover, so that was just the check-in text. So I'm like,
Okay.
is she
good.
okay? Does she have to
Whew.
come home? Oh my gosh. So Carver, you recognize these sounds as very, very familiar.
But
Almost like the
apparently-
sound that is part of your people.
But apparently I'm deciding I'm gonna be the last to act.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, I know
Hearing
what,
sounds
guys?
from your people made you stop.
Guess what? I didn't press that. I'm so new with this Roll20 thing. I had to do that initiative thing. Oh, it went in there. Wait, let me just delete these guys. Boop. Are those all your current if they are not your current
Oh.
initiatives, just write them. You can just click on it and write the new one in that you just rolled.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay, so we got that.
It's not bad.
I'll accept it.
See,
Not
I really
load
don't.
in.
Holy shit! Somebody got. Oh no, Danny, don't get nat 20s. It's not cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad. So how many do we have?
Better have a nat 20 on initiative than on damage.
True
That's-
story.
That's true. And I am sorry. I am. How many times did initiative get rolled for me? Holy. Oh, those are old ones. I'm so sorry. This is all new to me, this roll 20 stuff. We're going to get right into here. Add to turn order. Add to turn. I need one more initiative. And burp, burp.
Remember if I roll again on the list?
Yeah, so
think I
if no,
rolled
you
too
can
soon.
actually just click right next to your name, right next to your character on that list, and put that new initiative right in there.
Oh, that's cool.
List. So I'll roll and then I'll roll again and then I'll change it.
Yeah, whatever. If you want to use that first one, whatever you want to do. So
I
you
was about
should.
to say I don't see her token. Oh,
You don't see her
there she
token?
is.
Yeah, it didn't get added to the list apparently.
I'll
Okay,
change
well,
it back to the 5.
You want to do 5? Okay.
Let's be real.
By the way, that fanatic was an initiative of 4.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh,
The one of the orcs had a 21.
All right. Thank you.
which is stupid.
I don't know if that's going to be better for us or not.
Oh.
Wait, wait.
Hold on. It's screwing me. Oh my goodness. So I play D&D. Come on, stop this.
Okay, just so you guys know, I'm changing my initiative back to 16 because it changed from 5 real quick.
Okay. You got it.
Carver, somehow
Doing
you're still at the
great.
bottom.
That looks right. Does that look right? No. We're getting you out of there for the 5. Okay. Now I think Carver, you rolled a
I
Carver, you
rolled a
rolled
2,
1?
but I have a -1 for initiative, so
Wow. Lyceum, what is your dexterity bonus?
It is +2.
+2. All right, you go first. You go above this orc here.
All right.
So you are up first.
Can I tell where the screams, where the little girl screams were coming from?
Yes. As you get closer, it sounds like they're coming from a building to your right. That works for me. No, we'll pick that very first one. And it is on fire. It's just not quite as on fire as all the other ones.
Okay. I am going to, I'm going to, let's see. I want to run my 30 feet here. That's 25.
And then you can move again if you want to keep on going over there.
Is there anyone down this aisle?
There is nobody down that.
Okay. I'll take the dash action and go
Okay.
another 25 feet.
You got it.
And basically, I'm looking for a door, a window, anything in here to get into this building right here.
Okay. There is there's actually a door coming up. It is when you take that right hand turn around the building, it is right there. You see it coming.
Right where I'm pinging?
Correct.
Okay. That will be my intent next turn, is to get in there.
Okay. Beautiful. And now this guy, getting my little ruler out. Orcs get this nifty thing where they can use their bonus action to move like twice. So he's going to move right up to here, and he's
What?
going to take oh yeah. And
but
he's
half
going to
orcs don't get that, huh?
I guess not. As a bonus action, it can move the speed towards a hostile creature it can see, which is going to be you. It looks at you, Carver, and it goes, "Arr!" And it looks at your symbol of Ouija, and he goes, "Ah!" And it raises its. Now, orcs can speak, right? I'm so.
Yeah,
You speak
Yeah.
orc or common.
It's-
I guess some speak common.
I
It
can
is-
understand orc too.
Okay. It is going to say in orc, half breed, you deserve to die.
Yeah, nobody likes you.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. All right. Ooh, that's nasty.
Oh, no. Oh, that's
9.
Thank God we leveled up because I would have been down.
That's it.
Oh my gosh.
9 points of slashing damage. And I believe that is Carrie is up next as you see this orc run towards your friend and smack him down.
Me?
Yeah, isn't that you? You
I
rolled the
think that's
20 on-
me.
Oh,
The
sorry.
16?
No,
Yeah.
the 20.
Well, no, that's
Then-
my hit points.
On the initiative, you see that initiative tracker right there?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that under the orc?
That's me with a 16.
Okay, so you both rolled 16s?
I rolled a 16. I believe Kiri rolled a 5.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
All right. Change that order. If I can.
Carrie's not in the
Am I
initiative.
right?
All right, then
Am I
Amara.
crazy?
Yeah.
I
Carrie's
think I
not,
said the wrong.
Carrie's not in the initiative. It's Amara's in there underneath the orc, and then you just change that. But Carrie's not in the initiative turn order. She's not in the list.
Okay, who's that 16 right underneath? Isn't that Carrie's token?
That's my token.
That's
Yeah.
Amara's. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're just gonna say Amara's going next.
Sounds good.
Okay. We'll just go
Uh,
with that. If I can change names on here, I would. But
It's all good. I'm gonna step to the side and I'm going to aim an Eldritch Blast at the red coat guy because I'm not a big fan. I don't like it.
you got it.
Does a 24 hit?
Oh, a 24 definitely hits him.
Dang.
Oh my gosh.
Just explode his head.
Wait, it might not be a 24. I'll fix that later. But either way, I'm thinking it. Anyway. Okay, so that's going to be, 6 force damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex again with the same, because
Yes.
at a level 1, using up a spell slot. So that means that I deal an extra 1d6 damage to this guy,
Okay.
which is so
Nice.
12 points of damage.
Damn. He takes it and he just stares at you, and his face just turns to a grimace. And he holds out his hands and he starts chanting. And he is going to cast Hold Person on you, Amara.
Okay.
And put it up in the
Let's
chart
see that.
there.
Wisdom
And
saving.
his DC, a saving throw, I think is just an 11. It is an 11.
Well, let's see.
Can do it.
Oh, with the
Or-
plus
All
three.
right.
What?
With the plus 3 to hit with the spell. I'm just reading.
Wait, so 11
Plus
14.
3.
Oh, so it's right equal. So if
So she
it's-
still makes it.
Yes.
Yeah, meets
But-
beats.
Putting that in chat just so you know, not bullshitting.
no, you're totally
Oh,
fine.
Yeah.
I see
So-
you. I trust you. I get you.
Okay. So you cast his spell and it just bounces off of you. And he just like gets this feral grimace. And he says something in a language. Do you speak orc?
No, I do not. Do I speak orc? I don't believe I speak orc.
Okay. Anybody that speaks orc would understand a human saying, "Get them now." Except it sounds very awkward and clumsy. And so those orcs are going to absolutely listen to command, which they're going. Doo-doo-doo. This one can move
I feel so badass, you
up
guys.
there.
Oh my god.
Now I picture that guy like Brad Pitt in Inglorious Bastards trying to speak Italian but with a southern accent.
Just so not so bad.
Buongiorno.
And this orc is going to take its great axe and is going to swing at it, Carrie.
Ah!
Gonna miss.
Ah!
Fuck
And
yes.
he whiffs it as he's out of breath from running so far. And I am miss. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Lyceum, I skipped your turn. Wait, you have 2 turns in here. Got that one? Okay, you're out of there. Now it is Carrie's turn.
I'm gonna hit try to hit the guy that just hit me,
You got
or just tried to hit me.
and
In here.
failed. And his armor class is 13, so that one does not miss. You both are swinging at each other, and it just doesn't work out as planned for either of you.
A couple
you-
of idiots.
You do hear a dog barking feverishly. This initiative got all fucked up. We're gonna figure this out after this one. All right, Carver, go, my friend.
I think there's one more orc that has
Orc.
to go before me.
So here,
The
I'm not the roll queen.
the orc. Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, that's 15. Okay, and he is just going to move. He is not going to get to do anything this turn, but he's going to move closer to you all. All right, back to the top of the initiative order, and let me just.
Nope.
Nope, Carver's going.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Okay.
Carver is going to stare at both of the orcs now near him, and he's just gonna grab onto his symbol of Ouijas and go, "The stern lady sends her blessings," and casts Word of Radiance,
Oh my goodness,
which
tell me about
is
that.
an AoE attack. Creatures have to make a Constitution saving throw, beating a 12.
So does it hit both orcs or more than that?
Any creature within 5 feet of me that I just decide.
Okay.
So, oh yes.
All right.
All right. So, I am doing. Where is it? Spells. Here we go. That's weird. Okay, hold on. So 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
I don't know what that other shit is.
To each of them.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. And you hit them, but they don't seem phased by it. If anything, it's just increasing their bloodlust there. And before we go on, I want to get this damn initiative straight in order. All right. So Lyceum's going first. Orc, Amara. Where is my cult fanatic? Didn't he go up there? Did he really
He's
roll
4.
Okay,
Yeah,
he did
he's
roll a
low.
4. All right, so this is actually legit. All right, back to the top. Lyceum, you hear a little girl screaming. You also hear a dog barking at this point.
All right. Wanted to swing around this corner and see if I can get the door open.
Yeah, no problem. You can open the door.
Okay. I open the door and look inside.
Okay. You look inside and you see a building that has had structural damage. The fire is starting to go around it. You know, the ceiling is starting to slowly fall in, and there's a little girl there just shivering, frightened, and a dog barking, trying to pull at her collar as she's just there clutching a beer. Teddy bear.
I want to go in and grab her and bring her out.
Okay. You don't even need to roll anything. You can do that.
Okay.
So where are you going to bring her when you bring her out? Just outside the house?
I look at this building right here
Mhm.
that I'm pinging now. Is it on fire?
Despite the fact that there is not flames on everything, all the buildings are slightly on fire. Yes, they are.
Okay. Is there anything, say, straight to the north? What are we looking at? Is there bushes or fields or anything like that?
Yeah, so they have some thick bushes and forestry that kind of lines the village there.
Okay. I look in her eyes and say, I can't remember what her name was.
I don't know if we
May?
ever learned her name.
I don't think we actually got it. Yeah, Mars was her mom.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
don't
we'll say
remember
it's
what her.
May.
Okay. I look in her eyes and say, May, it's Lyceum. You know me. Run to the bushes, hide there until I come get you.
Roll. Are you trying to intimidate her? Or are you trying to be kind?
I'm trying to be kind.
Okay. You want to roll a
Persuasion?
persuasion check because she is all frightened and she just doesn't. Just to get through to her. Just don't botch it. She doesn't say a word to you, but she nods her head.
Okay. So persuasion, it's actually a 14. Persuasion and deception I have expertise in, which gives you another +2. So it's
Sure.
actually a 14 if that matters. I don't know. But okay, as long as she's running away.
Okay. she is running towards the bushes and she just stops and collapses there. You watch this proper poodle lick her and then sit on its haunches and go, "Urgh," as almost if it's guarding her.
Okay, for about half a second, I feel bad for kicking the dog earlier, but then I get back, shake my head back in the game.
Okay.
Do I have any movement left?
No, you don't. That's going to take up your whole
Okay.
turn there.
All
Take a
good.
few, but we'll be good.
Okay,
And then
okay.
we are going to have our orc, which is going to go again and is going to take another hit at Carver. It is swearing at him in orc. It's just pissed for what he sees as this like mockery of his great
Fuck.
orc race.
Shit.
Ooh,
That hits.
no.
All right.
Ooh.
Low damage. Low. Oh, thank God.
Ah, hits you, but he's so distracted by his fury that his like, heavy hit just kind of scrapes off of you, and it snarls at you.
Heavy hits. I thought for a second you said his heavy hips. Just kind of
And his hips know.
They don't lie.
Yeah, they don't lie. Did come.
I was about to say, you know those orcs and their hips.
Oh,
All right, and then
shit.
Amara, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna aim another. Where did that? Yeah, there he is. He's still there. Good. I'm gonna aim another Eldritch blast at this red hair or the red cloak dude because I don't like him. I just don't.
Good.
So Eldritch blast is a 15 hit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you hit him. This guy's not even get to do anything yet.
Okay, so we've got 10 damage plus the 1d6 because I still have the hex on him.
Sure thing.
So 15 points of force damage.
Holy
Yes.
shit. Amara is not fucking around. These like this force like whizzes by your heads and you're just absolutely like watch this guy just start to burn his cloak. The red in his cloak is starting to burn away, and you're actually seeing other stuff underneath it, like his second layers of clothes. You're thinking this guy is going to be really, really hot. And up next is our orc friend, who is going to again take another swing at his dear friend, Carrie. How
That
we do?
that meets my armor class.
Okay. 5 points of slashing damage. These orcs, with all the distractions that are going on, are not making good hits. And you can retaliate now if you like.
I would like. Let's do this.
Kiri is ready for a fight.
All you have to do is hit a 13 to get his armor class.
Oh, on the nose.
Nice.
Rock
And
on.
You make 7 points of slash. And oh, you hurt him pretty bad. He is in nasty shape right now. And our cult fanatic is going to start chanting again. And he is going to cast Hold Person again on Amara.
Okay.
And it's a
So wisdom saving throw.
Yes!
16. You guys don't understand how happy this makes me. I never in any games roll so well, and I feel like such a badass right now. Like I'm tearing up because
You are that. You are that.
okay.
I can just imagine like both times he does it, you just move a little bit of extra to show that it didn't work.
Starts dancing
Yeah.
a little bit. Just a little shimmy.
I imagine just like a head nod, like yeah, you think?
I see you.
And our orc friend is going to use his bonus action to move his speed again and move his speed to get right up to Lyceum, who just safely dropped off a girl. That
Oh,
he's
jeez.
taken by
Where
a
did he come from?
Oh, they can move like a mofo. Oh, a 6
Oof.
does not. Did I hear a divine favor?
Well,
We are
need it.
so close. Wait, I have some bits left. I'm gonna share some bits.
you guys are awesome.
Oh, it did
Seriously,
update.
thank
Oh my
you.
gosh. Guys, divine favor! Holy shit, our first time. All right, let's
Yay!
just finish this round really quick and not just the bottom of this initiative, and let's see what wonderful things we get. Why? Thank you. That's awesome. I'm
Thank
really
you very
excited.
much, everybody.
You might need
thanks.
it.
Yeah, I'm
All
pretty
right.
hurt.
Carver, let's see what happens.
Shit. So, based on Kiri's successful attack, would I have any idea on how hardy these orcs are?
You think they're like they aren't supercharged orcs. They are not like the chiefs that you have heard of. They are just the average run-of-the-mill orcs. They aren't taking anything special. They aren't magically enhanced in any way.
I'm just trying to
That-
determine whether or not I want to use a spell against him or not.
The one in front of you is looking pretty healthy.
All right, I'm going to use healing word as a bonus, my bonus action to
Sure.
to heal myself first.
Okay.
So that is level 1. Awesome. 1 HP.
It's
I
something that
am
when that one HP you could.
So strong. All right, and then I will cast my trusty inflict wounds.
Ooh,
Shit.
and that automatically hits, correct?
No,
Or is
it's
that-
a
no, that's
it's a
the-
melee spell attack.
Oh, okay. That does not
Oh.
hit. He dodges
Fuck.
out of the way nimbly.
Damn it.
Oh, sorry. But on the exciting news, this is the very first divine favor for this channel. So this is super exciting. So this is same superhero as the previous weeks. Thank you so much. Zytech2K2. I hope I said that right. You're killing
Thank
it.
you.
Yes,
Thank you very much, Zytech.
All right, so we're gonna do divine favor. I'm gonna roll a d4, and it's gonna go in order as the characters on the screen. So it'll go Rich is 1, Laura's 2, Nathan's 3, and Abby's 4. And we'll see who gets the divine favor here. So someday I will be a roll 20 master. All right, a 3. So that is Nathan. You have a divine favor, and what that means? Yeah, Lyceum. You get to, or I was going to say you could give it away to somebody else, but you might want. It's up to you. That'll be a personal rule for this game. If you happen to get divine favor and you see that one of your friends may really need it in the future, you can certainly give it away before they roll the dice. But
We'll think about it.
all right. Well, you're going to roll a 1d6, and that depends. What you roll depends on what you get.
2.
Okay, you get Supreme Fortune, and that is you get to re-roll any single die to hit, ability check, or saving throw. And you
All
can
right.
spend that at any point.
Hit, saving throw, or what?
Ability check. We'll just say any d20 you want to re-roll.
Okay,
you
cool.
can. All
Thank you.
right.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
Um,
Thank you guys for the bits. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
Well,
As you guys are battling, can everybody just roll a perception roll for me? Except you, Lyceum. I don't think you're gonna possibly be able to perceive this one.
That's when I get my nat 20.
Wow.
Fuck you.
All
nat
right.
20.
hey,
Carver,
keep your eyes on the person in front of you instead of looking at everything else.
Carver, as you miss with that inflict wounds, you see another gentleman coming up from the river with red robes on. They are much more intricate than the one you see in front of you, and he's carrying a big mace that is severely bloodied.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
All right, and I'm actually going to roll some initiative for my dear friend there, and we're going to put him in the order.
Dear friend,
Dear friend,
I thought that we were friends.
I mean, sometimes.
Ah,
And we're going to also roll one
Oh,
more initiative.
lordy lord.
Oh no.
That's too many initiatives.
No, it's not. I mean,
Right.
doo-doo-doo.
We don't need more.
All right. So we have 2 more initiatives to add to the order.
yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. So we're going to add him. His name is Locke, but you don't know that yet. Okay, so he's going to have an 18.
Maybe he's a double agent.
Sure.
Maybe. And then this guy we're gonna add.
Super secret spy.
Super
Maybe he's here to heal us.
secret. He just comes up.
9.
Yeah, let him touch you with the mace and see what happens.
All right, we're just gonna redo this. Oops. Apparently I don't know the difference between ascending. Oh, nope. I'm okay. Lyceum, you're up. There's an angry orc in front of you who is all bloodied up and foaming at the mouth.
All right, so Lyceum, you see he has out a short sword. Probably he hadn't seen it. You have not seen him had it out probably before. It's probably a foot and a half long, super thin, and he wants to take that short sword and do whatever damage he can to the said orc,
Nice. Do it up.
which will not be anything. That's very grand. So I think he's just the guy's just too big, and it probably knocks it away real quick.
You
The
could
guy-
re-roll.
No. I will not be wasting that on this. I'll save it for a special occasion.
The orc looks at your whiffed sword and he giggles and he makes the motions like
That's not
And
very
then we-
nice.
I know it's not, but that he's an orc. They're all the same.
You hear that, Carver?
It's Carver, you're getting an orc coming down on you right now.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Oh,
thank God.
with an 8 probably does not do that for you. So,
Just lean back
Sorry.
this time.
all right, you guys,
We learned.
only Carver out of the corner of his eye. Oh, actually, everybody can make me another perception roll, except Lyceum. Carver, you don't need to. Oh, you can though. You definitely see it.
Wasting all my good rolls.
I'm wasting all my bad rolls. I love this.
Carver, you see this new gentleman that had entered the fray in red robes come down with an axe, and he's going straight towards you with a fury in his eye. And out of the corner of a building, out of surprise, an orc comes full force at him. And you see him parry the orc and come down on the orc's head and just smash it with his mace. I'm not going to even roll. This is happening.
Nice.
And
Hooray,
that is
I
what,
was right.
that is what you see in front of you. Nobody else has noticed this person entered the battle yet. Actually, we're just take. Goodbye.
Oh, you killed that one?
No, we're just going to take them out because they're not coming to visit you anytime soon. And I'll just get myself all confused. Oh shit! Did I delete somebody that I wasn't supposed to? Okay, Amara, you are up.
Same old, same old.
All right. On the cult fanatic, the guy in the red robes.
Oh, yeah.
21.
Oh my science!
Wreck
With
him.
10.
How?
And
Does
then
it
another
suck?
D6.
You don't need to do
Dude,
that if you don't want to, or you
dude.
can. All right. Oh,
Okay,
well, just tell
Okay.
us. You can take back the actual using of it if you have to, because this guy is
don't think it-
beyond dead. He has not gotten a single thing off of you. I mean, what do you do? How does this work?
I am Amara's almost chuckling. And my camera's laggy, so I apologize. Amara's almost chuckling at his trying to like use magic to hold person, and to her, it's almost like amusing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, honey. So you see kind of the Eldritch Blast, and she almost casually just kind of like points her hand again at him, and just straight in the chest, he goes down.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Carrie and Carver, you see Amara fucking shit up. There's no possible way you could not see her not getting hit and just destroying this guy that was throwing spells, and they were all just bouncing off of her. And you're like thinking, what secret does she have up her sleeves? Like, whoa. And as you're thinking that, an orc is going to come down and try and smash Carrie. With a great axe.
Dice.
And misses, sadly. And Carrie, you can retaliate.
Not follow suit.
Okay.
I hope I do great. Let's see.
That's his armor class. You hit.
Get out of here.
Holy.
Fuck
Oh,
yes.
Is that like a crit hit? That's
Yes.
amazing. First orc down to
Max.
battle. What? Yeah. If you want, you can tell us what exactly how you decimate the first orc, because it's
And to slash the tummy.
okay.
I'm imagining being here. You just like, I want to slash your tummy. Just let me get at your tummy.
Can
Excuse
you
me.
can you make a dexterity saving roll for me, please?
Yeah.
uh-oh. Oof.
Oh yes.
All right. As you slash the tummy, blood starts to just splat out everywhere, and you're able to get out of the way. A drop splashes on your face, and you start to have flashback. But you got out enough of the way, and you're fine. Like, I just did it. I did it. And Carver, I have to ask, you are sitting like next to an orc that just went down, and you see his eyes look as it falls, and his stomach gets slashed open, and he's holding his guts, and he's just looking around. Eyes look so familiar to you. Just wanted to let you know that.
What?
Okay.
Sorry.
What?
they're, you know, they're a part of you. And there's a part of you that's dead right now. And there's another part of you that's going to try and kill your friend Lyceum. With a 10, Lyceum, that doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Oh, what's going on with this? All right. You can retaliate if you want or run away.
Oh, no. He's going to get a slash back.
Yeah.
Pitiful. Pitiful slash back.
Oh.
I think I'm too busy actually worried about him hitting me. I'm too busy ducking and dodging. So I'm just kind of stabbing out just hesitantly.
Perfect. So you guys are just trying to hit each other, and nobody is like landing a single blow. But you're all working on it. And Carver, I totally skipped over your turn
Yeah, it's okay.
because I'm
It
wicked
wouldn't have
cool.
affected them
Because I'm
anyway.
wicked good. I'm sorry.
You
You know what? You want to know what? You were just delayed momentarily as you looked into those eyes, but now you're coming back with a fury.
unfortunately, no. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna heal myself. I'm just gonna do inflict wounds again because this guy's pissing me off. Come on, baby.
Hope you don't regret
Yes!
that later.
Do.
Yeah, it's a bold move, Cotton. See if it pays off.
All right. I am casting that's 22 necrotic damage.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Boom!
One hit. Shit.
So
Yeah.
he's just like he's slightly hurt. He saw that one and he just like whatever. These aren't really my people, and he just fucking cracks him in the, like the collarbone and just caves it in. Like probably breaks the sternum too.
So as you do that and you kill him, you just look to the side really quick, and you do notice that there is an orc messing. Your friend and your orc are trying to go back and forth, but it's just not working out for them. And Amara, you are up.
Okay.
Before you go, can I do some movement at this point?
Absolutely, for sure.
All right. So all right, he's just gonna move in to help Lyceum.
Okay.
As I run away, I'm just like, hey, there's a guy over there. I think he's helping us.
Oh.
I
Okay.
need, because I fucked up with Lyceum and you already went, that's okay. I need everybody's passive, I don't know if it's passive perception right now. Everybody roll me a perception roll, please.
Do you want me to or no?
Yes, everybody.
I just can't see nothing. My eyes are on the death.
She's like, fight.
See red.
Lyceum is in the perfect position to see two orcs sneaking up on the camp behind them.
Oh shit! Fucking
All right. Amara. you can now see, I will say this, now that the orcs have collapsed and everybody's
Mhm.
collapsed in front of you and your eyes were looking at that nasty person in red, you do see another person in red robes. But this one is engaged with an orc.
Can I, as like a bonus action or something, can I roll insight to see? That doesn't make any sense though, because I probably wouldn't be able to insight him by just him beating up an orc.
You might be able to get a better look at what he's wearing or the such like that. Or you can try it.
I
Where's my
try, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if
Okay.
he's good, if he's bad. He's just beating up an orc right now. I'm okay. He's not attacking me. Whatever.
From your point of view, it's just another person in a red cloak, but this one happens to be going to battle with an orc.
I'm okay. Fine. Whatever. I'm gonna move right here because I kind of saw Carver go in there. Oh, but you're in my way. Damn it. Never mind.
Oh, you can try, and we'll just
Oh,
give you
God.
a 50-50 shot of hitting Carver or the orc.
Remember what happened last time?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Nearly dead.
Let's see. With that being said, then let's see, I did 10, 25, 30. I'm gonna move up some more just to try to get a better view of this guy right here, and that's my turn.
Sure thing. You want to know what? Why don't you give me another insight bonus, but give it a +2 because you're closer and you've
Okay.
had a little bit of time to observe.
21.
Okay. What do you notice? Yes, it is another guy in red robes, but his robes are much different. They're much fancier. They're embroidered on the outside. They're in very good condition, as opposed to the gentleman that you just killed without even thinking. His robes were almost cheap, like just some red fabric thrown around him.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm just keeping watch of everything right now.
Sure. All right. Well, that orc is down. So, Kiri, you are up.
Okay. So, looks like you've got that. Well, you, Carver's
I'm-
helping I see him. So I'm good there. So I'm gonna run up to, well, how far can I run?
30
So-
feet, I think.
Yeah. Or you can
30
do.
feet.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite get there. It's okay. I'm still gonna run up. Here.
Yep.
And shout. Shout. Better let me know what side you're on, because I'm coming in and I'm gonna wreck you up if you don't.
I love your character because she's the like epitome of like, fight me right now. I'm here.
As this guy is trading blows with this orc, he can't turn back. He says, I don't know who you are, but by Hexter's blade, I protect the great kingdom. All right. And Lyceum, you have an orc right on you, and he's getting mad because he hasn't landed a single blow.
Ooh.
He's
Tell me-
landed that one.
Oh, all right.
That barely hits.
14
sure.
points of
Ooh,
slashing damage, and he
shit.
feels like redemption. He goes, "Ah!" And he just like, if an orc could smile, he is right now.
Tis a flesh wound. Tis a flesh wound.
All right. You can get him back right now. Getting
So I
Uh,
yell.
Is he just before me, or is he? I'm just trying to make sure we're following this order right.
Oh, my fucking gosh. Carver.
That'll teach you to
Harvard-
roll a 1, by the way.
I'm sorry.
You get a +1 for your GM's constant, like, just fucking that one up. So roll a +1. I'm sorry.
All right. He's just gonna, because he ran up, he's just gonna go, "What's up, motherfucker?" and hit him with his mace. Regular mace attack. 16.
Do it. You got it.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. He is completely caught off by surprise as you hit him with your mace there. Can everybody give me a... No, not everybody. Lyceum and Carver, give me a perception check.
Oh god. 14.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to keep the blood in my body.
Okay.
I'm really worried about looking
Oh.
around.
As you hit him with your mace, you see the corner of your eye movement.
Oh shit.
And actually, my lovely ladies, if you want to give me a perception rolls now, you can too.
I do.
Perception, not persuasion. Perception. I got a 10.
Okay. Amara, you are just like distracted by the raven say, "You got it! You're the best! You killed it! Didn't even hit you! You go, girl!" And Carrie, you felt something like and gave you a shook, and you look behind you and you see 2 orcs stealthily trying to sneak up on you guys. Lyceum,
if
now
I'm-
it is. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can react.
If I can, I would warn Amara. Behind you!
I look behind me. And then I am like, see what happens when you talk constantly in my ear?
Ah! And it pulls your hair. Is your raven a boy or a girl? Or
Boy.
neither? Okay, boy. Ah! You think it was playful.
Probably.
Lyceum, you're up. For real.
All
this time.
right. I want to. I'm not going to take attack of opportunity. I just want to move around him, so where we're actually on both sides of him, like this.
Nice.
So,
Not that it. I don't know that it matters, but it makes me feel better anyway.
yeah,
And I want
Well-
to try to swing at him with the sword again.
sure thing.
It's unless this is a house rule from Critical Role, it's where flanking him, you should get advantage on your attack.
Don't you get some sneak attack damage too?
If I hit and it's either someone, if I'm flanking, which would be because of advantage. If there's a situation where I get advantage, I can do sneak attack damage. If there's a situation where I don't have advantage, but there is an ally attacking that creature within 5 feet of him, then I also get sneak attack damage. But I got to hit first.
Yeah. Hit this. Hit this dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't even need the advantage.
All right. Tell me that kind of.
So 12 points of damage.
Okay. And what about your sneak attack?
That
Extra
is,
damage.
it's the first 6, and then the second 6 is my sneak attack damage.
Oh, so okay. That's pretty
Dang.
cool. You got to show me how to do that for my thing. Yeah. So I mean, everybody else killed one, so you got to kill one too. So would you like to give any details?
Yeah, so basically he's turned around looking at Carver, and what he does, I slip to the side and shove my knife into his back. And in Elvish, I say, "Die, filth."
Nice. Do I
Alright.
understand Elvish? I do not.
Oh, would you?
You must be hearing things. I don't know what you're talking about.
Amara, you are up.
As I hear Kiri's behind you, I go towards the orc and I cast an Eldritch Blast with a 17.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Dude, you guys,
Did you like hack roll
Welcome.
20?
I promise I haven't done anything.
You're second level, not 20th, right?
I promise.
Just checking.
Go girl. All right. How much damage do?
5 points of force damage, and then
Okay.
also, it hasn't been an hour since we started combat, has it?
No, it's only
No.
been a
Okay, so as I do that, I kind of raise my other hand, and you see the black like hex go from the Red Hood guy, and I kind of put it towards the orc that's in front, and
Sure.
I'm going to do an extra 6 damage because. So that's 9 points of damage altogether.
Okay. You
And-
do
yeah.
9 points of damage to this guy, and he just like starts sizzling and his flesh starts smoking. Carrie, before you go, right in front of you, you see this guy in the very pretty red cloaks put his mace right through the head of this creature, and then he takes another shot and he comes up and he goes right from the groin up, and the orc drops to the ground. Let me put a little dead hex on him. And then he makes eye contact with you, gives you a nod, and then he just starts running this way towards these orcs over here.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you better not run away.
And you are up, Carrie.
Um, well, I'll run back also. Gonna keep right in step with this guy. Oops.
All right. As you come up close to him, he kind of like puts his shoulders back a little and just stands a little prouder.
Your face right now is the best.
And Carrie, you can double move if you want. That would take up your full turn, or you can just stay there. And it's up to you.
Come to me if I can't hit him. So I'll stay here.
Okay. This orc is dead. Boop. Carver, you are up.
Ooh, I get to go before them?
Yes.
All right, Carver is gonna move, hearing them yelling about behind you and all that stuff. He's gonna turn around and run back here. He's gonna see these, and he's going to cast Toll the Dead on the guy in front because he's been hurt already.
Okay. Tell me about that, because no idea what it does.
All right, so you need to make a Wisdom save of 12. If you don't make it, then I do damage. All
How you
right.
do? Oh, all right. Not so good.
So I do 4 points of damage to him.
Okay. He is still standing, but barely. And now it is their turn. He is going to, this first one that you just told the dead on, is
Oh,
going to actually
shit.
run back up to you. He did not like that feeling. He'd much rather be hit with something else, but,
Roll low.
take his great axe at
Roll
you.
low.
11.
Yes, he misses.
I don't think that hits.
I
And
just
the other one
banging
gonna
off
take-
with my shield.
going to take the sign from his brother, and he's going to go after Carrie. He's not fucking around with this guy that's
Roll
dressed
low,
up pretty good.
Roll low.
Doo.
Oh,
Oh.
That hit.
That makes it. Yep.
Oh.
13 points of slashing damage.
Still standing.
oh, thank
All
God.
right. He's still
Okay.
standing.
Oh shit.
Top of the order. Lyceum. Roll. Roll a perception for me. Okay. Very good.
Oh,
Your
no.
turn.
That's
Don't
not
worry about
ominous
it.
at all. No. Can I see this orc here?
If you move up a step, you could. Yeah, you can see him because he's reached into Carver Square trying to hit him. So you know that he's there.
I guess what I don't want to shoot because then I'll probably shoot Carver and he'll hate me forever.
Oh, you can try?
Yes, yes.
I shot him and
You could move up and try to shoot him.
I think what I'll do is I'll use my bonus action to dash down to here, and then make an attack on him.
Sure.
Carver came to my aid, so I'll come to his,
Okay.
and then I'll take a swing.
Sure.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Ooh. Tell me that damage.
4 points of damage.
Okay, he's dead. There's only one orc left.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
Well, for now.
No.
You want to know what? If you want to do this, because we're going to kill him. We don't know if he's going to kill him before everybody else, so we won't do that. Amara, you're up.
okay. Same thing. There's an orc there. Gonna do the Eldritch Blast. 9. Does that hit?
That does not hit. I'm so sorry.
This is the first time I feel like my Eldritch Blast didn't hit. So
There's a lot of us around. It's tough
Yes,
to,
you
to
guys-
thread the needle.
you
You're
guys,
just being cautious.
I was about to say there's a lot going on. I had just killed this guy. I shoot off another one trying to be cocky because I've been like so badass. So I'm just kind of like, oh, and it misses by like a little bit. I'm like,
Cast it
yeah.
behind the back.
Yeah, like doesn't work like I wanted it to.
Tip shot.
And this gentleman in the fancy red robes is going to start casting, and he lets off a spell. Boop. He casts Aid, and he's going to select the 3 people that are next to him. So he is looking at Carrie, he's looking at Lyceum, and he's looking at Carver. He looks at Carver, and he shakes his head, and he looks away. So he's going to cast Aid on Lyceum and Carrie. And what that does is it bolsters your toughness and resolve, and you're going to raise your hit point maximum by 5 for the duration.
I was about to say, can Amara like feel magic going on and feel the magic not going towards Carver? Like, because if so, I'm gonna yell something out about, "What are you doing, you ignorant slut?"
You give me an arcane roll there for that
Okay.
one.
That was the first
Oh,
phrase
please
that
roll
hit to my
high.
mind,
That's
and
perfect.
I'm doing it.
Oh.
11.
You
Unless I
don't
have
notice.
advantage.
You just, yeah, you don't notice.
Eventually, it's
alternate
gonna become. Yeah. Eventually, that's gonna become my catchphrase.
I love it, you slut.
What are you doing, you ignorant slut?
Carrie, you are up.
Right. Let's take this guy down.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Problem.
Oh, this
Get
guy
outta
is
here.
barely standing. Carver, can you take him down?
Yeah, so I'll come right here, look at the guy, seeing like my friends kind of like stand up a little straighter and look, kind of give him a look like I'm one of the good ones, and then attack with my mace again. Shit.
Oh no.
That's
You missed.
embarrassing.
I was like keeping eye contact with the guy when I swung, so I completely missed.
That's right. He's got one more move, and he's going to try and take Carrie down.
Ooh,
Uh,
fuck.
Nope.
All
No?
right.
Yeah.
Yes, Carrie.
Nice. All right, let's see if Lyceum can take him out.
All right, so Lyceum's going to move up around there. It's going to give me flanking. See if I can go ahead and stab and take him out. All right. It's going to be 13 more points of damage.
He is dead. He is dead. You hear, after he dies, you hear his last groans, and everything's quiet except for everybody panting, out of breath. And you hear a coming from the ground in front of you. And we're going to take a break right there. Please don't leave us, everybody. What they find is going to be awesome. I'm excited. We have some good Greyhawk lore coming up. I think we need to pee and, get some refreshments. And then we'll be right back. But before we leave, I'm going to post another link in chat here, because if you're going to Gen Con, I hope that you join us. We are going to have a great time. And the Greyhawk channel is putting together a bunch of games that we're going to run. I'm going to be running one. DM Shane, who is the master of all masters, is running like 6 games. We're having some drinking meetups. I know that Little Red Dot is, and Altair Wolf. Like, these are just absolutely awesome people running games for free, off the books. There's no ticket prices. It's because we love you and we love Greyhawk. So I'm posting. Oh, I posted it in the wrong thing. I'm posting the link in the Twitch chat there. So check that out. There's some open seats, and I know that I'm going to try and run another game on Sunday. We're just going to have a blast, and we hope to see you at Gen Con. Stay tuned. Shit's about to go down. Thank you for the divine favor. I'm going to reset that while we're gone. It will save lives, I promise. We'll see you soon in just a few minutes, maybe like 10. Mic is on. And we're back. I think we're back. Yay!
Yay!
So thank you for sticking with us for those few minutes. We need to refresh our cups and release our
Bladders.
stress. Yeah, bladders. That's the true story. So, and what?
That's the first thing that came to mind. Stress makes sense too.
And hickeys. We had some talk about hickeys during the break. So apparently you can get a hickey in a 10-minute break, which is awesome.
Mhm. Just have to go out in the street and be like, somebody, give me a hickey, suck my neck.
All I
Right
got was
now.
blueberries in my break.
Berries?
Blueberries.
balls?
Blueberries. Berries.
I mean,
Berries. Berries.
berries.
Berries.
But I mean, we'd be honored if that was the you was that good you were peened after it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't set the divine favor bar, reset it because I'm not that tech savvy, and it took me too long to try and figure it out and fill the cup and everything. But thank you for the divine favor. We had it once today. We worked back up to 2%. We'll do it again. So we just got out of our heroes, just got out of an incredible battle with orcs and a red-robed person trying to cast spells at Amara, but failed terribly. Orcs managed to take some swings at the rest of the party, but nobody went down. And as you are catching your breath from the heat of battle, there's a knock coming further from the town. Map-wise, over to the left.
Okay. Did you all hear that?
I'm immediately going to turn to this stranger red robe with my weapon still up. Say, okay. What's up?
I'm here to find out. The guards, they were breached. The border. Somehow I have to go there and see what happened. Somehow the orcs escaped. Our guard must have failed. Something happened to them. There's all these dead bodies and all these dead people in the burning village, and I'm here to save them. And he looks down.
And what about
what?
your matching friend?
He gives a look. Says, he is no friend of mine, and he is no matching. And now that you are out of battle, you see this guy more clearly. He is tall, probably 6'1", which to me is very tall. He has cropped brown hair, brown eyes, incredibly handsome. His robes hide a chainmail, armor. He has wearing a medallion, the holy symbol of Hexor on it, and his robes are very fine.
You see Carver noticing how tall he is, since Carver's only 5'6" and doesn't appreciate that. Kind of like try to stand a little bit taller.
Question before I do this. Do you have, I think I've asked this like 3 times, but I just never remember, a visible symbol of Wuja on you?
Yes, it's right on his chest.
Okay. He looks at you, and he looks at the dead orcs on the ground, and he looks at the holy symbol, and he says, Hextor and Wuja respect each other in some degree. But you, he's with you, you're with them, and he looks confused.
These are no kin of mine.
Oh,
We
I
adventure
am
together.
offended.
No, I'm talking about the orcs.
Oh, never mind. Yes, those orcs are no kin of his.
You do look distinctly different, although he looks half orc? Or
Thank you. Someone finally knows the difference.
not that I've ever met a half orc, but you have some human features to you.
Yes, my
You-
father was a human.
You fought well, and you
Yeah, of course.
I would be careful around these parts. How? I have so many questions, but now is not the time. He takes a deep breath in.
Who's
Walking.
there?
What? And he gets his mace up. What is that?
We thought you could
Here
tell
before
us.
we did.
And he starts stalking away towards the other side of town with his mace raised.
Thanks for
And
the help.
He's not going alone.
Yeah,
I don't trust him.
Carver's gonna like try to walk right next to him.
What about the knocking? You said it was directly like under our feet, like on the ground?
Yeah, so it's coming from the ground, and it looks like this gentleman is walking towards it.
Oh. Yeah, I'm headed towards the mysterious knocking noise.
Okay. He comes around this corner of the house, and he signals for everybody to be silent. And you hear a if you do that?
Yes, immediately Amara, once she sees that, she's like, shit.
Amara,
And
stop knocking. You're gonna
You
confuse
guys
us.
start to hear a rumble said, "No orc would know that. Open up for me. I'm in the root cellar." And you hear the banging louder this time.
Do we recognize the voice?
Carrie might. It sounds familiar. Carrie's had a conversation with this person.
Guy from before who was angry at me about his people. Man, I fling that door open and I look him square in the face.
Oh, it's you. When the battle started to go down and they started taking people away, I knew what to do. I know what happens when people pretend to be heroes. And he looks you in the eyes.
Can I go
You
up and
coward.
as he says this, can I go up and can I slam the door shut again, like on his face?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to do that, go right ahead.
As soon as he says this, Amara, like it just while Kiri's speaking, is just gonna go up and slam the door on the guy's face and then walk away. I'm done
Did
with
we
that guy.
notice if there was anybody else in there?
You did not. You slam the door and you hear like a boom, 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 boom. Clearly like somebody rolling downstairs, falling, and then you hear an agonized scream. Oh!
Go get him.
It
He
was
deserved
probably
it.
just like a broken leg or something.
Tell him to walk it off. We got other things to do.
Everybody roll a perception for me.
Oh yeah. 19.
Everybody except Lyceum, after you hear the rolling, is a moment of silence. You think you hear babies crying from down where he was. And you hear one particularly screaming now.
All right.
I should probably hang back. Carver's gonna move back behind Lyceum.
I actually, as he does that, I look at Carver and say, "Come on with me. We got to get one out of the bushes over here." And I tell Kiri and Amara, "I'll be right back."
And the priest and the Knight of Texture says, "Get one out of the bushes. Is there really a time for that?"
I think
Oh
when I
my
see him makes a big smile, like he's really going to say something. It's just like, oh,
Carver does
Okay.
not get the innuendo.
let's go, Carver.
Before
Yeah.
Carver leaves, I hold up my finger and I'm like, "Do you want me to do the magic thing to make you less half orcish?"
That's probably best.
I raise my index finger and I boop him on the nose, and his features kind of go more human, I guess.
And the guy in the robe says, "I wonder how many of you I've met in my lifetime." Not in a negative way, just contemplating. He says, "But there's children down there. Come, you pushed them. Help me get the children."
Okay. Mara opens the door, and kind of starts climbing down the steps. We're here to save you. We don't mean you harm.
There is one distinct crying. And you get down to the bottom of the stairs, and you see that when this gentleman fell, his peg leg had slammed into one of the kids and knocked them down, and his head is bleeding pretty badly now.
Oh
And there are
no.
2 other children. The one that get hit is probably around 3 years old.
Way to
and then
go,
there's
Carrie.
a 5 and, not 2 5-year-olds.
Who's Amara? Get out of here.
I kind of turn towards the guy, and I'm like, "Look what your clumsiness did." I kind of squat towards the 3-year-old and pull out some kind of like cloth and start to like try to stop the bleeding and fix the kid up as well as I can.
He's looking, he's like, "Ken, you're not scary, and
I'm not scary. Yes, I am not scary. I am very nice. And everything upstairs is totally good. There's no marks.
we didn't get to see anything bad. This Mr. Here, he pulled us down beforehand. He said heroes don't always do things that are so good."
Probably
It's
saved
true.
your lives.
It's true. He did save your lives, and not all heroes do good things. But we never claimed to be heroes. So we're just here to patch you up and tell you that it's okay to go outside.
"So if I save their lives, can you pick me up, please? Get me off the ground?"
I
I'll
without
extend my
looking.
hand.
Oh yeah.
He looks
You'll
at
take
you.
it.
He's definitely having a moment. And he takes his hand. Takes your hand, Carrie. "It's nice to see you're not dead, but I'm sure somebody saved you." And he kind of gives you a smile.
Today. Saving them.
And he nods. In Lyceum, in Carver, you go back, and the only thing there is a dog. And the dog is
Shit.
dazed on the ground.
I thought you said there was a little girl here.
The mayor's daughter, May, was here. I got that's why I ran. I got her out of the building and didn't know where else to run, so she ran to the bushes right over here. I have to find her. I have to find her.
Can we investigate the area and determine whether or not she was taken by force or she ran?
The dog
Sure.
was up. The dog was up when I left her, so someone's hit the dog and taken her.
And the dog is whimpering and is looking at you.
Well,
And it's sniffing.
that dog is kind of a snooty asshole.
Yeah, but he was going to protect the kid, so I owe the dog.
Shit. All right, so I will, I guess, roll an investigation check. Oh, natty 20!
Natty 20.
Looking for tracks or something.
Yeah, you do see some tracks. You see some heavy footprints, only one set.
Heavy? Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
What direction is it leading in?
They are leading, we'll just say on the map, they're leading to the left-hand side, the west of the map.
Oh, north and then west, or through the town?
On the outskirts of town, and then headed like southwest.
Okay.
We'll just say west right now. See.
All right. Should we pursue?
I'm going to pursue. Go back and get the others, make sure everything's okay, and then come after me. It shouldn't be too easy to find me.
Okay.
All right. So the three of you are left in town. Lyceum, you're going. What
Yep.
would you like to do in town? You have orcs around you. You have a dead priest. You have a live priest.
Well, Carver's
Kids
just
really
gonna
shouldn't.
go ahead.
The kids shouldn't see potentially their family and friends like this. Um, so we should little before we let them out.
After you finish saying that, Carver runs back and he's like, "A child appears to have been taken. Lyceum and I are going to find them." And he turns around and runs away.
Okay, have fun with that.
Way. Okay.
The priest says, I need to go back to the borders. I need to secure it. I don't know what happened, what made these orcs go through. He's saying this to Carrie and Amara. But I need to find out. I need to reinforce the border.
Do we know the exact
priority.
location of where the orcs went through the border, just out of curiosity?
I'm assuming it's the closest border crossing, but I need to go check.
Could be any of them. You should check.
Whatever happened, those guards that let us down are responsible for the death of all this town. And you hear the old guy
Yes.
say, and all the people the orcs took, they're responsible for them too. I bet they're gonna get all kinds of nasty stuff happening to them, if not made for dinner.
For sure.
The orcs. They took people.
They took a lot of people, those they didn't want to kill for fun. They took the children and the women first. I was looking through the peephole, let those kids out when I could. I know what orcs are all about. Spits on the ground.
Which direction did they take these people?
Any point. Says, and the guy says, before this, before I go, I need to know who is impersonating a cleric of Hex. And he looks
Oh,
at the bed dot. And he starts rooting around. And the first thing he pulls up, I'm going to change the map now. I want you to see. And gentlemen, we'll get back to you in just a second.
No problem.
And hold on, I lost my roll of 20. We're going to go. It's called Symbols. As soon as I get there, but I'm not there yet.
symbols, symbols, so many symbols.
Okay.
Symbol will it be?
The first thing he does is takes off the red robes. And underneath them are gray robes lined with skulls, like little effigies of skulls. And hanging from them is a holy symbol that he holds up. And you can see a picture of it, a skull with red all around it, and his eyes flame. And he throws it to the ground. And he starts to root around the other pockets. And he looks up and says, you finish this. If this is in town, we're all doomed. May Hexter be with you. And he just pulls up his mace and just starts running.
What would I roll to see if I recognize this sign or this sigil or something? Would it be like
a religion?
Religion?
Yeah. Carrie, you can certainly roll one too. It's not going to be too hard.
12.
Okay. Oop, that's not going to be great.
Okay. You just think it looks scary as fuck. Amara, you see it, and all of a sudden the hair on you starts to stand up. You know that beyond evil, this is evil. You're searching in your mind to place it. The gray robes, the little effigies of skulls. It's on the tip of your tongue. And if you could just have a little bit more, you would know.
Amara is now muttering to herself, trying to get this word of whatever it is. Symbol, great, I just don't know. So she's muttering to herself like a crazy person at this point, but it's like she can't think of the word.
Both of you roll a perception for me. You both, as you're thinking of it, when he had displaced the robes and showed the gray robes coming out, there was also a pocket of the gray robes that is bulging.
I automatically like open it and don't automatically touch whatever's inside. I kind of look to see if it kind of rolls out of his pocket or whatever.
Sure. So what does roll out of his pocket is a pouch that makes jingling noise, and then some very strange looking parchment tied up with a black ribbon.
I can't detect magic. I pick up the parchment and examine it. I don't have detect magic, so I don't really know.
Just an arcana would be fine.
Arcana. Okay.
Arcana, yeah.
Arcana. Oh
Arcana.
no, I have no idea what the
Yeah,
fuck this shit is.
You don't know, but it feels weird to you. It does not feel like paper. It feels different.
All right, I kind of undo the string and I open up the parchment.
Sure. And you discover a letter, which I'm going to hope you will read out loud for all of us.
Of course.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch screens. John, switching screens.
Does it begin with Dear Diary?
Dear Margaret. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Ooh.
So you find this.
Okay.
I hope you can read the.
Yeah, let it be known throughout the Flannis, the great old one seeks the aid of his loyal with the capture and retrieval of those who disturbed the evil in his own Dorica. A bounty of power so great people will fall to their knees for these souls. A soul known as Alessa, a half-elf known as Nilly, a human known as Merrick, an elf known as Alara, a half-elf known as Callie. You are privileged to hold in your hands the flesh of Lusano, the former associate of above. There is a punishment worse than death for those who betray the great old one. Hail.
At the mention of the great old one, all your hairs like stand on end, and you recognize that holy symbol for what it is. It is ooze, the symbol of death and hatred and torture, and the most vile god there could ever be.
Our first crossover.
Dun dun dun!
And at this, under my breath, I say, what was it again? Ooze?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Ooze. And again, if I read the letter and if there was any incorrect or mispronunciations, I apologize.
I'm the worst. I'm terrible with that, so don't even think about it. But could you give me like some kind of geography roll or
Yeah,
something like that? 'Cause-
let's see what I get.
and Carrie, you can give me that too if she read it. If Amara read that out loud, I would love you
History,
to.
probably, you think?
History. Yeah. Oof. You aren't sure, but you think that you've heard of like this land of Doraka and that nobody returns from it alive. But it's not even close to the Great Kingdoms. You've never like had to give it a thought because it's just not relevant to you.
Sucks to be them.
So, what is this about Mara's muttering to herself. These souls, soul known as Alessa, half-elf Nilly, human known as Merrick, an elf known as Alara, and a half-elf known as Kali. She kind of, Amara's repeating these names to herself with the races, trying to like engrave it. And she doesn't seem concerned at all that like what she's holding is the flesh of like whatever. She's just,
Claw! Claw!
yeah,
Is that jerky?
not for eating. Plus you don't know who's touched this. This is evil. Do you want evil jerky? Is that what you want?
As in hot sauce? Take
No.
a little bite?
As in like evil, dark, nasty stuff. Trust me, you wouldn't like it. It's gross. It tastes like bile. Ugh.
Your feathered friend there like shakes its feathers.
Yeah.
If you find jerky, I'll take some.
I turn to Kiri. Well, there's still a pouch or a packet or something with jingling stuff in it. Do I have to open that too?
I'll open it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna switch screens real quick.
I peer over her shoulder.
Symbols. Carrie, you open it, and at first it doesn't look like anything special. It looks like some coins. But as you look closer, you see that the coins are marked with a stone fist. And you immediately, actually, make a will save for me, please. And this is just purely role play right now, so you can role play however you want. But I'm going to say you probably dropped the bag as you immediately recognize the symbol of stone fist on the coins, and you have flashback of barbarians and evildoers from Stonefist raiding 10th, the place you were trying to protect. And all things flood back to you.
Shit. Amara looks to Kiri, sees her kind of in a thing, and crouches down to see the symbols. I guess it'd be another history check to see if I know anything about the stone.
Sure,
fist.
yeah.
As you look at it, Kiri says, no, just blood on the hands. Orc blood. Slippery.
And let's see what you're...
I got a 4. I don't know anything.
You just know that, they're a border town to the great city, and they've never been particularly aggressive towards the great city, but you've heard rumors of stirrings.
Okay. No, yeah, orc blood totally makes the hands slippery. Kind of gather up the coins in the pouch. The pouch itself probably doesn't seem interesting, or I don't know. It doesn't stick out at all. It's just normal pouch, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Do you want to carry him? Do you want me to carry him?
I've got them. I can carry them.
She kind of solemnly.
As they're back in your hand, you just feel a wave of nauseousness roll over you as you remember one of the few people you did take out when they fell. Coins fell out of their pockets. And you remember looking at them for just a split second as another one, your enemies, came by and killed one of your comrades. So we're just gonna switch over to the guys for a second as you guys digest that in town. Have a moment.
Sit with that.
Sit with that. Money hungry
Go save
people.
a girl.
What's that?
Save a girl. Get out of here.
We
Yeah.
will.
Okay. All right, gentlemen. Tell me what you're doing.
As soon as that happens, I take off in a dash in that direction.
Sure.
I basically have my short sword out as fast as I can, and as I'm running, I'm slashing at things to
Mhm.
mark where I'm going.
Okay.
Nice. And so Carver's just after he ran, told them what was up. He's just trying to run back and catch up.
Sure. No problem catching up. You know, it's clear that he made the path. Just if you both of you have caught up and you're working together, although you're going pretty quickly. So why don't you roll me something for tracking?
Survival.
Survival works, but give it to me at I don't know. In this game, do we do -2s or just do disadvantage? I don't want to do a full disadvantage. Just give me it at a -2 as you guys are not taking your time. You're running as fast as you can. Okay, so we
10.
got a 10. Can you please roll a dexterity saving throw for me, Lysium? As he just rolled a 1.
Yay, my one.
It wasn't a natural one.
It was not a natural
it
one.
No, it was
No.
a hard-earned. It was a hard-earned one, and then that's a hard-earned 6 on the dexterity save, which is something I'm supposed to be good at. I think.
As you're
All right.
running, you run straight into a bear trap and you take 6 points of damage as it claps onto your leg. And I mean, I'm not talking a little bruise, it goes in deep and your leg just starts squirting out blood. And you're not even sure with the sound of it, it was so loud, you might have heard a snap, but you couldn't quite tell if it was the snapping of your leg or the snapping of the bear trap.
Shit.
Ow! Ow! So I think he's basically almost. I mean, that doesn't take him down, but it comes close. I think he's just trying to pry the bars apart as quickly as possible.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
Oh, this should go wonderfully.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 1. Man.
Yes.
Yeah, so-
smell of despair.
I feel
Okay.
like at this point Carver was like almost directly behind him and has to like almost like hop over him to keep from like trampling him.
As you get there and you see him Lysium trying to pull the trap off of him, he's got it just a little bit and he just can't do it. And he snaps it back and he takes another 2 points of damage as it just like crushes again. Not as painful as last time, but it does not feel good.
Ow
Baby.
again. Ow again. This time I asked Carver for help through a muttering of curses and some in common, some in Elvish, some in things you never heard of, just muttering curses to everyone and everything.
So Carver, after like jumping over you to not like crush you, he's like, "The hell are you doing? You're not supposed to step in those."
Thanks, thanks. Help me out of this thing.
So he goes and he just grabs and just like pries it apart. Do you want me to make any roll or
Yeah, make me a strength
Shit.
one there, please.
If you
just
roll
regular
one,
strength?
Or whatever. What do you want to use?
Strength probably makes sense.
Oh shit. Oh well.
Oh.
It's not too bad. You are realizing as you're doing this, because you know you're strong as fuck, that there's something else going on. You gotta like, this isn't just a strength thing. There's a button you have to push, or like there's something just not right.
And his blood's probably all over it too.
Yeah,
so.
it is. Yeah, you have his blood on you. You're like,
I think there's a button or something, a release.
I'd basically try to look for the release and try if there is something like that, or if he's not just too weak. So I try to look for a release while he's gonna pull it apart. I'm gonna try to smack my hand underneath it, see if I can hit a release.
Sure, you do find one. I'm not gonna make you roll because this is what you do. You find the release is really easy mechanism that any humanoid could do that could think, possibly even an animal with interposable thumbs. But you get it, and of course, and now it's still there, but there's slack like on it. It doesn't fall off you, but it's not tight around.
Shit.
All right, so he pulls his. I pull my ankle out of it or my leg out of it, whatever it is, and I'm just hobbling. But God, that's awful.
Let me at least mend that. So you want me to make a medicine check to try to like fix his leg at least to make it passable?
Perfect.
All right. Shit.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say I'm really good at medicine, but apparently not right now.
Yeah, so you mean you stopped the majority of the bleeding? It's looking a little fucked up.
This is the best I could do.
I tell you, I said, can you go find the girl? I'll get back to town.
You sure?
I'm sure. Go, please.
Can you both give me a survival check first, please?
Oh God, are we gonna be lost? 14.
I see a miss.
You're just not thinking too clearly. But Carver, I hate to say it, it's in your blood. You know what it's like to be able to smell. I don't hate to say it. You should be proud of this. You know what it's like to be able to smell from far away and have a better sense of smell. And you also know that animals in the woods, if they had big bear traps like that, there's nasty stuff out here, and you probably shouldn't be bleeding everywhere.
Okay. I don't think I should leave you behind. If you're by yourself, you're not gonna be able to defend against an attacking creature.
Neither can that little girl.
She was taken by something. She might have more of a chance. And with one of us wounded, we'd have less of a chance to catch up. We know where they're headed.
I wasn't going ahead. You were.
But if I leave you alone, you're most surely going to attract something.
Okay. I'll take it. I saved that little girl. I saved that little girl. I cannot let her down now. If it's on me. If you can't find her, that's fine. I understand. I need you to go. I'll go back to town. Please.
Fine. So he's going to head off in the direction they were heading.
Sure.
But if he doesn't find anything useful within like 100 feet, he's going to turn around and catch back up to Lyceum.
Okay. So what you do find in 100 feet is suddenly the two tracks have blended together from the sides, and there are many more tracks. Large. Okay. And I'm just going to say you don't need to do any roll. You recognize them as orc tracks. And I'm going to say that because you're half orc. You know what the feet would look like.
All right, so yeah, he's just gonna turn around and head back to and catch up to obviously a slow-moving Lyceum, and just be like, that one series of tracks turned into many. One person alone is not gonna save this girl.
So when you catch up to Lyceum, you can see he's crying. I mean, just completely bawling his eyes out. And
I love you all.
Just beside himself. Like he can't talk, he can't say anything. He legitimately is just like heartbroken, melting. And you see that basically as you come up to him, he's stopped leaning up against a tree, and he has his short sword out, and you see him running across his hand and basically take a blood oath and you don't hear what he has to say, but you see him take a blood oath, and that's when you walk up.
Okay. So he sees that and he kind of stops and waits, and then he says what he said, where he's like, we can't save her alone. There's going to be too many of them.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go back and get the others.
So he's seeing that you're going to have a tough time of it. He's just going to kind of pick you up and over the shoulder and just carry you back. Sorry if this is uncomfortable, but
No, Lyceum puts up no fight. There's no fight. There's nothing to him. He just kind of lays there limply.
Not that I'm a softie, but
Holy shit! There's
so you all get into town. You were all in town. We had to take a break in the story because I don't know how inspiration works in 5e, but you all need it because I mean every single one of you is just like role playing to like the hills, and if I mean, so somebody that knows the rules, how does inspiration work in 5e?
I have no idea.
It's basically just like the supreme the roll that I got earlier.
Okay.
You mark it down on your sheet that you have a roll of inspiration, and you can use it on any D20 roll before the results have been had, but after the roll has been cast. So if you roll a 1 on something, you're like, hey, I can't do that. I'm going to use my inspiration on that. Then you would erase it. So it's a one-time shot, just like what we rolled earlier.
All right, so if you like say you didn't know, we're going to use an example from before. The orc's AC was 13 and you rolled a 12 and I said, all right, that didn't work. You can't then use your inspiration. You have to use it when you see that you rolled a 12.
That's so that's basically up to you and your call. The way we've played it is
you can use it.
Okay. So
if I tell you that it doesn't work, I want you to use it.
Then use it up.
Okay.
Then that can be used for anything.
All right, and I like to add to this. So when you re-roll, if you make a success on that roll, I want you to add like some kind of flourish, like something like a little special happens. So we'll make it a little one there. So, ladies, you're in town. Carrie, you just got these coins handed back to you. Amara, you have the symbol of the most evil, wretched god, the evil one, the old one. Uzis. I'm gonna ask Shane how to say it, but we'll say ooze for now.
Yeah.
In your hands, and you see your two allies walking into town, and you see Lyceum all over the shoulder of Carver.
We ran into an issue.
It's funny because Amara almost doesn't notice you. She's kind of walking forward and she's still kind of repeating the names in the letter. Wait, what happened?
Issue.
So he's gonna gently put Lyceum down and just like let you explain.
Lyceum honestly is just kind of muttering, I failed her. I failed. He can't even really, he can't even really talk. He kind of motions down at his leg, but he can't explain anything.
Lyceum, as you say that, the dog that is badly hurt, is still bleeding, runs up to you, and as he hears you saying that, goes and starts rubbing against you, trying to comfort you.
I pet the dog.
He starts licking your wounds.
Whatever at this point. I'm in like 1 health point. I don't really care. He ain't gonna kill me.
Regardless of what happened on the trail, we discovered a convergence of orc footprints. Many people have been taken. The two of us would have been unable to do anything. Better that she is a prisoner than a casualty of this fight.
To Carver a little bit, and I say quietly, the girl dead?
No, not that I could see.
Haven't failed yet, Lyceum.
I think he kind of hears you, but it doesn't really compute. You can see that he's just kind of muttering and basically petting the dog, and he's getting blood from his hand all on the back of the dog. It's pretty nasty. But
Mars is not going to be happy.
She pounds sand. So basically, he just kind of is just muttering to himself and just kind of keeps looking down, and it's like, I failed her.
Amara, seeing that he's not responsive, is not giving any information, going to kind of crouch down where he's on the ground. I'm guessing he's sitting up. It's going to grab his face, both of my hands, and almost force him to look at me in the eye. I understand that you're upset right now, but I need you to focus because you're of no use like this.
Lyceum takes a big inhale. You see that his eyes squint at you. For a half second, he's like, "How dare you?" And then he kind of blinks out, kind of nods. Okay, what do you want to know?
You said you failed. Who did you fail?
The little girl May. She's who I ran off and saved when we fought the orcs before.
Okay, so
I
from what
I put her out in the bushes with her dog, and I'm assuming an orc came and got her while we were fighting. She's who Carver and I went out to get after I thought it was safe.
I don't know what has happened to her yet. Said that she's been taken off, guessing with the rest of the villagers. Don't talk about failing until you know somebody is dead.
She's better off dead if she's with them.
Better dead later than dead in that house.
Amara, can you roll a will challenge roll for me? If I ask for will, I just mean
Yes.
wisdom. Thank you.
Wisdom.
Too much Shadow of the Demon Lord.
Just like I mean, it's bad.
13.
Okay. So you hear a voice in your head. Wouldn't death be better? Isn't that what you wished for?
I kind of step back. Okay. This doesn't matter. I think we might have something bigger on our hands. I need to talk to somebody from the village. There's something evil going on. You guys figure this out.
What do you mean by evil?
I take the letter. I hand it to him.
He reads it over and he's like, "This is not good."
Just if you weren't with us, can you, because we have some new people, you want to just sum up that letter, what it was real quick, because it's pretty important. Actually, I'm going to put it on the screen.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Does Carver recognize any of the stuff?
Give me a religion roll, please.
Religion.
And also a history. Send a note.
15.
On religion, nice.
You want a history too?
History or local? Well, yeah, just give me one of those three.
7 on
Okay.
history.
All right. We're going to say it's Ayuz because that's what Jim, and he's very smart, he does a cipher cast with me, said that it was in a 3.5 D&D thing of Greyhawk, Ayuz. So,
Okay.
Ayuz. We're going to say that you recognize the name Ayuz. You don't recognize the name because name wasn't in there. You know this is Ayuz. You've heard stories of him. He is the most wretched, evil creature, god, whatever he is. He went silent for a while, and all of a sudden he was back. And you know, just you've heard rumors of Daraka, not even close by, but the people don't return from it once they come. So you definitely know this is bad. You don't
Right.
recognize any of the names that are on the list.
And where did you find this?
The guy I killed, the imposter guy with the red cloak.
So he's gonna look and notice that he's not wearing the right cloak and see all the symbols of like, this is definitely not good.
You're gonna see the gray robe, and you've heard of them wearing that with little skulls decorating it, and you do see like a really cheap red robe that had been flung on over.
Hmm. Well, for now, I think we should at least clean up the carnage.
I need to ask if there was a Merrick who lives here or lived here. Or if they had anybody who lived here who maybe wasn't human. Can I go to one of the villagers and kind of ask about the names if they know anybody of?
Sure, but the only thing is, the only villager you see left in villagers is that old gentleman with the one leg and the 3 children he's with.
Okay. Sir, have you lived here for a while? Are you familiar with this town?
Only since I was run out of my home. And he kind of looks at Carrie. And then he looks away, almost ashamed that he gave the dirty look.
Do any non-humans live here? Half elves, elves, anybody of that nature, or just humans?
Just humans, of course.
Okay. Does the name Merrick sound familiar to you?
Not in the least.
I look to the kids. There's no Merrick lived here that you know of.
They are like frightened and just shaking their heads.
Okay. Just a question. Thank you.
And the little kid, one of the kids that was talking earlier, says, "Excuse me, does that mean our need fest is over? Can you help me find my mom?"
We're working on that right now. We're working on finding your mom and all of your families, but you have to be patient.
But he says they're probably dead or they were for dinner.
He's not wrong.
Carver walks up and just smacks the back of the guy's head.
Oh
and
my
continues to clean up the corpses.
Amara's eyes go kind of glazed, a little bit like hazy. Well, they did die. I'm sure they're much more comfortable. We're looking for them.
Thank
And
you.
then I go back.
Yeah.
This is so hard in character to like be mean or to be like bad towards kids. I can't, in my mind, I'm like, you don't talk about death in front of children who aren't your own. You don't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm a cat lady, and I play a Shadow of the Demon Lord character that we haven't gotten there yet in the podcast, but might have killed a cat or two, and I'm suffering for it. Like, oh my gosh! So I feel your pain,
It's tough.
but it actually makes me really happy feeling that way right now. All right, thumbs down.
Okay.
So you got 4 survivors in the town. You got a dog that's loving up to Lyceum. Carver's in a human form. Carrie is constantly getting reminded of her past. So is Amara a little bit. But you also know that most of the town is missing or dead.
Well, are we gonna look for the townspeople, or do we have other things. This note is super vague. I don't even know where to start.
Do we know where the priest ran off to? The other guy that was helping us? I think I asked
Oh.
Kiri and Amara, where did that the priest? I assume he's a priest. Where did he go? Can he heal?
Is he gone?
He has gone to check. It seems like these
Yeah,
orcs,
he ran away.
He ran away.
What?
Not in like a cowardly way, but in like a he went somewhere else and he was running. He
Yeah.
ran away.
He's muttered something about finding where the orcs are coming from or something, about symbol, and then he just started running. I didn't ask any questions.
I wasn't there, so I can't say that. But didn't he say he was running to check out the border that
Yeah.
we left open?
Amara is specifically not
Oh,
telling
okay,
you guys
okay,
that
okay.
because Lyceum is already guilt-ridden as
Oh,
fuck.
I get it.
We don't want the Raven Queen to have to visit him tonight, do we? Oh, that was
That
private
would be so
joke.
cool. Holy shit.
Oh shit. What time of day is it right now?
You guys rested at the camp, so I'd say we'll say 2. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
too late.
And how long would it take to get to the border?
Take you a half a day last time? You could get there. It's gonna get a little bit night before you go, but before you get
Same.
there.
I don't think there's anything left we can do in this town, but I think we should go back to the trail that Lyceum and I were following.
Well, first we need to get this guy back on his feet. I don't have any kind of healing, but can I do a medicine check to try to at
Yeah.
least 13, but I want to try to wrap up his leg and make it so he can at least hobble along.
Yeah, my attempt was very bad.
And you do. He's doing much better. He is hobbling along enough now. He says to find food and shelter for these children. Do you have any weapons or magic or anything you can leave with me to protect them?
I can kind of rifle through my bag and I pull out the silver dagger that has some kind of enchantment on it. I don't know what this is. What enchantment is on this? But I'm not using it. I kind of turn towards the group. Do you guys mind?
Yes.
Supposed to say
Yeah,
you
in
want to
fact, I do.
defend children with it.
No? Yes?
I can't carry the big axes that the orcs have. Please, something. I have to protect them through the night.
You guys, he has to protect them through the night.
Have a crossbow. Go.
Where's the nearest town?
And he points where you came from originally. It's
What
a
about the
couple days
merchants?
away.
What about the merchants we just were at?
Yeah,
Get them there. That's not very far away at all.
I would suggest that you do not stay here any longer.
What about the orcs? What about the villagers?
Head away from them. We will find the villagers for you.
And he looks. You're gonna find your parents. We will stay there until you return. With their
You said-
parents.
Who we can find. There are no promises and no guarantees. Back the dead.
Take them to. And he starts shuffling along. And the dog looks at them and looks at Lyceum, like questioning. And he keeps on looking back and forth.
I shoo the dog away and tell him to go with him.
Go on, kid.
The dog makes a face.
I throw rocks at
for
him.
the group.
Leave.
You throw rocks at it?
No,
Just go on and get.
Go, Numenera. No, what's Numenera? What?
yeah, Nymera.
Nymera.
Oh.
No, I kind of pet him one last time, and shoo him toward the kids.
It's off with them.
Should we also head out?
I will be.
Where-
We know where to go. We know what to do. We have a path to follow. There's still light in the sky. Let's go.
Where
Okay.
are you all headed?
So Carver is going to lead them back the way that him and Lyceum originally went. And as they're walking, he's like, be careful. There are traps along the path.
Bear
And,
traps, specifically.
Because I like to be fun, everybody roll a survival and just hope it's not a natural one or two.
Oof, that's good. 17.
Oh. Curious.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh.
So, Lyceum,
And
you're walking along
oh God.
and you trip face first into the trap that you had already set off. Like, you're just lucky that you already set it off and didn't reset it. And you all see him go flying.
Maybe you should.
I think at this point, Lyceum throws the biggest temper tantrum you've ever seen in your life by a supposed grown man. I mean, picking up the trap and flinging it into the woods. He's just like, just goes crazy and just flings this thing in the woods as far as he could possibly throw it. And it's just like hitting branches, knocking stuff out of the air, just completely like, what is this dude doing? Something is not right.
Carver's trying not to laugh.
I just turn to Lyceum. He's behind me. I just turn to him and I say, follow my every, be my shadow, and breathe.
Shadow. Okay, I can do that. Did I mention I don't like the woods? Never have.
I
Call
think you did
back.
mention it once or twice.
You'll hear it again and again now.
I can kind of see what you mean.
All right.
So, who's leading the
So,
way? Just so I know.
Carver will be.
Okay.
So when,
Number
when
2.
we get to where all the trails kind of converge, is it going in one direction now, or?
It is. Very
Okay.
clearly.
Can I send Raven ahead of us? Like I said, I can see and hear up to 100 feet in front of us to see if we kind of get.
Good
Yes.
idea.
Now, Raven talks to you, but it will not
Not be-
go, but you can see through its eyes. So,
Yep.
you send Raven ahead 100 feet and you see that you can see converging tracks. And then, are you continuing to walk, like keep him 100 feet ahead of you?
Yeah, I'm kind
Okay.
of going, and at this point, I almost Lyceum, I'm just gonna walk. Don't mind me, and I put both hands on his shoulders, and then as the bird's going ahead, my eyes kind of glaze over, so there's this milky white film in front of my eyes.
So awesome.
I'm like kind of walking with Lyceum, but I'm seeing whatever the Raven's seeing.
And you hear a voice in your head says, good, good. Use the gifts I gave you.
It's again, I get chills, but also there's like a weird comfort about it, like an odd sense of pride that I hate. I feel it, but I hate it. I recognize it. I'm like, ugh.
So you follow the tracks for, I'd say, about an hour. And you see that the tracks have combined not only with larger tracks, but with much smaller and different size tracks. And as you catch up to them, you can all deduce they're humans, and they're all different ages of humans walking along. They seem to be in one line. And you keep on going for a while, and the grass starts to change. It starts to look like it's burnt by the sun. And your raven goes a little bit further, and the earth itself is starting to look scorched. And Amara, you feel a jolting pain go through your body as your raven shrieks. And your eyes, you see it just flying back to you, and it lands right on your shoulder.
As I feel the jolt, you kind of hear ah, and stopping for a second, hunched over, breathing hard until Raven comes back on my shoulder. And it was just like a shock of pain.
Yes.
Did it feel like a burning?
If you want it to be a burning, it could be. It just did not feel good. It was just, you want to know what it was? It was the fear of your bird ran through you. So we'll say it ran cold, and it
Okay.
ran up your spine, kind of like electricity. And your raven is burying itself. And it says, I'll go back if you want.
No, you're good. Shh, it's okay.
What's going on?
Something up ahead is scary and burned. And I'm not quite sure. Just everybody be on alert.
I suggest that from this point forward, we use stealth.
I agree.
Sounds good to me.
Just tell me the marching order.
I would assume Carver stays first still.
Okay. All right. Everybody want to just roll me a stealth roll so I know what I'm dealing with?
Ooh, I have -1 on this. Oh.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
We
Suspicious.
clicked at the same time, Nathan, and I thought your 20 was mine.
Okay, so we don't have any ones. You're walking through, and Carver, the second you see this wilted grass, you start to get this weird feeling through you, and it's nauseating. You don't like it. And the second your foot crunches on it, I need you to give me a will challenge roll, which is wisdom.
You want me to do a saving throw?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Ha
All right.
Yes.
Ah!
You feel nauseated. Tell me about your relationship with the undead.
Carver can sense them, and he does not like them.
Is that automatic? Or do you need to
Yeah.
cast something?
It says because of my domain at first level, you gain the ability to occasionally sense the presence of the undead, whose existence is an insult to the natural cycle of life. As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic.
You feel nauseous, and you feel sick and anger, and you know what that feeling means. That there's something that disrespected the entire world.
This is not good. There is an abomination ahead of us.
Did the orcs go forward?
You see remnants of orc prints
But mostly just the human footprints.
And those two, but they're all remnants. Like the ground has been disrupted where the prints were.
Something happened here. And it was not good.
Let's find out.
What time is it now?
6 o'clock. It's still light. It's starting to get that beautiful shade outside where starting to get those beautiful oranges and reds in the sky. It's actually could be pretty.
I don't know if it's smart to head forward at this time.
Let's go a little further. Let's go a little further and see what's going on.
Okay.
Going stealthily still?
Yes.
Okay. You proceed on, and Carver, you're just feeling sicker and sicker and more disturbed. What's everybody's passive perception, just so I have it on record?
Not that you
15.
need it or anything.
I'm sorry, Laura, what was Carrie's? Okay.
10.
Lyceum's is 11.
Okay.
Carver's is 12.
I'm gonna put those in your character, like on the little thing where I click on them and I can. But okay, so you are traveling. You're going further very cautiously, and you're all being reasonably stealthy, except for Carver, who just is not used to this human body and is still walking like an orc would and such. Sorry. And the ground is getting worse, and it's getting scorched more, and you're starting to get a cold feeling. And Carver, you're leading the way, and you see the sun hitting down upon a child on the ground.
Does it look like it's moving?
You don't see it moving from where you are.
He holds up a hand, just like saying, like, everybody stop. And then he points at the child.
And everybody looks. Oh, I'm sorry. At
Oh,
Yeah,
I was.
please.
Okay.
Yeah, go.
You look at the child, and you see it not moving, and your gaze looks up, and you see in front of you the most gruesome sight you have ever seen. On the ground are orcs lying dead, a chain of humans all on the ground, and something is not right. You all feel cold throughout your body, a cold you've never felt before. Carver, you've dealt with the undead. You've never felt anything at this level before, to this degree.
Is anything moving?
See nothing moving.
Lyceum wants to go up to the child, see if it's May.
Carver puts his hand and tries to stop him. This
Mhm.
seems like a trap.
Nope, doesn't matter.
You don't stop him. It's hard to tell as you get closer to the child. You realize that the skin's not healthy as a child should be, that it's sucked in, very gaunt, and it's a gray, ashen color. The cheekbones, you can see all the lines. It's as if all the life has been sucked out of it. You can't tell if it's a boy or a girl, actually. There's no hair left on its head.
I think Lyceum assumes it's her and would immediately just kind of like fall down on his knees and start just like breaking down again.
As you fall on your knees, your hand touches the body of the child in front of you, and it just falls apart before your eyes. It just falls into ash as the body falls into itself.
Okay.
Carver immediately just starts scanning around to see if there's anything around that might be watching them or waiting to attack.
Carver, I need
Um,
some. Oh, I'm sorry, Carrie.
As he's doing that, because I don't want what I do to be colored by what he sees.
Sure.
I go to pull Lyceum out of the clearing and back to a different safety, to not give away position, but a safety.
Sure.
I'm looking for more prints that go on past this carnage. It seems to me at first glance like some undead thing is like sucked the life out of it. I'm just looking for more trails that keep going on.
Absolutely. Carver and Amara, I'm gonna need some kind of survival or most intelligence, some kind of investigation. Investigation. Give me whatever you want to use, which is your best skill.
Insight?
Arcana.
Okay, sure.
Nah. Yeah, I don't think I can
Arcana.
justify insight. 12
Oh, that's-
survival.
I'll do survival too. 21.
Ooh. We'll start with Amara with a 21. Amara, you are looking for prints and you don't see single print. It's almost as when the earth was scorched with whatever this it was. Yes, it messed up the prints, but it embedded them in the ground. They're not moving. You walked over one and it didn't fluff up or dissipate. It's there. There's not a print around you that wouldn't belong. There's no prints going forward outside of this massive carnage. There's no sign of anybody else being here. And you can ask me some more things you observed with that 21.
Okay, so with that, I'm guessing whatever did this is either still here or like do we notice tracks like as we're walking forward? Are we making tracks or is the ground so scorched that it doesn't really show anything?
The ground is so scorched, it's not showing your tracks.
Okay. Does it look the scorches? Does it look like typical? I'm guessing it doesn't look like a typical fire scorched. Is it? Can I make an Arcana check to see if this is some kind of like necromantic?
Absolutely. Give me big numbers.
Just a 13, unless I have
You're
advantage.
looking at it and you are so overwhelmed by the power of this that your whole body shakes. You don't know what it is, but it's nothing you have ever seen the likes of before. Carver, what are you looking for in particular?
Just threats.
Sure.
Like somebody standing, somebody like movement towards us.
You don't see any movement. It's a void of, sounds of the forest. You don't hear any birds. You don't hear any wind blowing through the trees. And as you're looking around, well, I'll give you that. You've fought in battles before. Something you notice very odd. None of the orcs have their weapons drawn. It's as if something came upon them so quickly they couldn't even react.
Or something was already there with them.
This is disconcerting. What would do something like this to orcs? Normally, people that are capable of this would be allied with the orcs.
Amara, when he says that, with a 21-year-old, you look over and you see an orc that is double the size of any of the other orcs on the ground, and likewise hasn't drawn his weapon.
And I go over and I inspect without touching this.
Same thing. You could tell his massive size just in comparison to the other end. His life has been drained. It looks like his life's been drained out of him, like everything's been sucked out. He's just a husk of a creature. And I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Good job, Danny.
Woo-hoo.
Whoa,
Woo!
shit!
Ooh, fuck.
You want to use that reroll from Divine Favor right now? It's up to you. Or you're or you have whatchamacallit. I gave you one of those-
Inspiration.
Yeah, you're using inspiration.
Or it could work for the story.
It could work for the story.
No, I don't reroll it. I let it go.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
The rest of you are absolutely shaken to the core by this. You get this cold flash throughout you, and you see Lyceum just stop moving. It's almost as if he stops breathing and he's just staring into space. And that, folks, is the end of episode
Oh,
3.
shit.
That was so good. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yay! Woo! That
Lots of
was
tears this
fun.
episode, huh?
What's that?
Lots of tears.
Oh, this
That
is
was
just the beginning.
intense.
This is the Dying Kingdom for a reason.
Oh,
You're only
shit.
level 2. Can you imagine your epic level, the shit that's gonna happen?
My god, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm so excited. Oh, well, thank you so much, everybody. So I hope you had fun. And I want to know where we can find you after. So we're going to go in the opposite order we did last time. So at least opposite my screen. Nathan, can you tell us where we can find you and what you're up to?
I think I'm up to not much right now. You'll probably find me in the corner weeping just a little bit, maybe just a little bit. No, again, I'm Nathan E. Bailey on Twitter, on there all the time, on a bunch of Discord servers for podcasts. Hit me up, and happy to talk the Dying Kingdom or anything else.
Nice. Abby.
First, I just want to give like shout outs to like all of the other players and to Danny because holy shit, like one, the role playing this episode was on point. Like every single person had like a moment that I got goosebumps, and then Danny, your description of everything and like the fucking like I can't. I'm I'm not gonna be able to for a couple of hours now. I'm just adrenaline. Okay.
I'm
my
so
name is-
happy.
Oh my god. My name is Abby. I do stuff around the interwebs. Sometimes I stream. You can find me on Twitter at Abigator Frenzy. And then you can also find me on Twitch by the same name, where sometimes I stream games from my phone. And I don't know, just follow my Twitter.
Yes, and I have a Twitter request, Abby. Can you
Yes.
post some pictures of some of the awesome things you knit?
Yes!
All right. Awesome.
I can totally do that.
Yay! That would be awesome.
Actually, if anybody like in chat, I almost want to do like just a stream knitting thing, like a small project that I'd work on just like during the stream. I feel like that would be so fucking cool. Dude, guys, let me know like a small project, and then when it's done, it could be like, look at this, or like, I don't know. I just like knitting people things, guys.
That would be awesome. I will sit there and drink a bottle of wine and try knit for the first time by your guidance, Abby.
Dude,
I'm
we
ready.
can have a wine knitting session. You guys, knitting club.
Follow Abby. We're gonna make it
You-
happen.
Yeah.
You know
I'm-
Carver
I'm
likes
there.
to knit.
Carver? Dude. Knitting lesson. It's gonna happen.
Laura, tell us where we can find you and what are you up to?
Find me on Twitter at HuttonButton14. I do a podcast called Fate and the Fable Maidens, which I love, and we've got some like panels coming up in August, which is really exciting and crazy. Like, what is this life? So very pumped. So, yeah.
And please check out her podcast. You can watch it with your kids, which is so much different than everything you see online. You know, everything's foul like me. Laura does good stuff with good people, so please check out her.
Especially for like D&D stuff, like having a family friendly like D&D or RPG stream or podcast or anything is just yes.
Absolutely.
I'm a fan.
Rich.
I am Rich. I'm at Quixotic on Twitter. I'm going to be at Gen Con with Danny running some Monty Cook Games games. I was crazy and decided to run 3 different adventures. So it's been quite the challenge to prep for all those. This past Saturday, I actually got to play in a one-shot on the Phantom Roll Booth channel over with Colin and Marcy. That is really fun. If you like D&D and you want to be part of a one-shot, go and check them out. They're looking for new players, so...
Rich, that is not the craziest thing that you did at Gen Con. The craziest thing you did is running a 9 a.m. game.
8 a.m. actually.
Oh my gosh! May
That's
the
good.
Gen Con gods be with you.
That's going to be the Assault on Singularity base, where I'm one of 6 teams, where there's going to be like cross play and stuff. It's going to be nuts.
Oh my Zion.
What day is it
Wow.
in the Gen Con?
Saturday.
Send good
Ooh,
mojo.
honey,
Send good mojo.
you got this.
Speaking of Gen Con, so the Greyhawk channel is running a bunch of games at Gen Con. I'm running one. Shane is running like 6. Little Red Dot's running one. Alter Wolf's running one. I'm going to post the link right here in chat. Go check that out if you're going to Gen Con. They don't cost anything. We're a great community. We also have times we're meeting up to go drinking and get coffee after hangovers and stuff. So definitely look at that. You can also look at the Greyhawk channel for that or my Twitter. I'm at Imperial Scum. Things I'm up to right now, Shadow of the Demon Lord podcast called Tales of Blood and Stone. It's a little dark. It's a little gross. That's the one where I kill a cat, but you'll have to see the future. It's very, very painful for me. The Cyphercast, which is a podcast all about Monty Cook games. And I'm also here on Sundays playing Lara on Return to Greyhawk. We will not be here next week because of Gen Con, so I'll miss you all, but keep following us on Twitter. We'll post things about Gen Con. We'll be really mean to the people that aren't going Gen Con in this party. No, we will not. We're going to miss them, and we're going to send them all kinds of cool pictures. And we love you all. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for everything.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the support. You're all awesome. I have to do one more quick shout out. Oh my gosh. I have to show you my pride dice from Tabletop Loot, which
Yes.
I wish you could see them better. I'm bringing them to Gen Con. They are the
Nice.
most beautiful pride dice. I am so proud of them. I'm going to roll them at every table at Gen Con. So happy. Tabletop Loot.
Represent.
Yes. All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And we'll tell you all our Gen Con fun stories at the beginning. And then I want to hear everything from everybody else. Good night, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you.